But that home record, unbeaten in 10, that is the longest unbeaten run by a newly promoted side since Ipswich, all the way back in, was it 92, 93? Wow. It gives you some platform, doesn't it, Micah?
Yeah, it really does. But it's not just the energy. The crowd are amazing, outstanding, and they was celebrating every tackle, every shot, and all them.
But what comes first? Is it the crowd, or do you have to give the crowd actually something?
You have to give the crowd something. But I think watching Sunderland this season, in terms of noise in the Premier League, it looks like it's the loudest. And the players work so hard. But I don't just want to make out like Sunderland just work hard. That's all they have. They've got quality as well. Xhaka, outstanding again. Mukiele against Haaland in the first half didn't give him a kick. Alderete at the back as well in terms of coming out and then knowing where to be position-wise. Up front, Brobby running the channels. He could have got his goal as well. I think it's more than just a hard-working team. The manager's got them playing really good football. And if you go back onto the fixtures and results there, I was looking at, OK, you don't score against Man City, but the Bournemouth, when it was 3-2, I think it was on the...
2-2, did it finish?
I think it was 3-2, was it? The 3-2,
yeah.
The one. If you look at this sort of list here, the scoring against teams like West Ham. So when people talk about Sunderland being defensive, well, they're not. Because they're scoring against West Ham, they're beating Brentford, they're getting a good result against Aston Villa, they're beating the teams around them like a Wolves at 2-0, OK, Everton are good defensively, getting that massive result against Arsenal, scoring against teams around you. And we've talked about Bournemouth and how good they are. I just think they're an amazing watch, and I don't think people or the general public give them enough credit. They just say it's really loud there and they're difficult to beat. But there's more than that, and it stems from the manager who's been excellent.
It stems from the manager. We're talking about the manager on the training field. Clearly, you know, tactically is astute, but also the coaching has to be high level. On the training pitch, we've been around and we've worked with some top level, you know, legendary managers. And the one thing that you always have is a good backroom staff, and you have a vision of how you see yourself playing. That firstly, it goes with the style of play, it goes with how you want to be out of possession, in possession.
And there is a certain pragmatism, isn't there, to Sunderland's football at
100%.
times?
Yeah, there is, but I look at the manager, and even when he was talking there, he has that confidence about him as a man, and I think that always transmits to the players. When you're sure of yourself, and you know, you almost take on the personality of your coach when you're on the pitch. And for me, you can see the organisation of the players. You know, we can say, but you've got to have a level of IQ to understand what the manager wants to do and then implement it on the pitch as well, which is what the players have. So all in all, you look at Sunderland and you go, it's hats off to the manager firstly, but then the players. Because his tactics, we look at loads of managers around the league and in other countries and we go, oh, it takes a while for the tactics. The players, too many players have come in and this and that. And with Lebris, we've seen that's not the case. So you have to give him the credit, the utmost respect for that, because that is one of the hardest things to do in football. Get a group of players and additions to the squad and then have them compete week in, week out, picking up points against teams that you wouldn't anticipate them doing. Sunderland have been brilliant so far this season.
Yeah.